Hey, welcome back to the workshop. Today I'm going to be taking out the transmission from Poppy 72 Beetle, or at least get started on it. I have no air tools and no high power tools, so we'll see how far we can get with this. And yeah, a bit cold in here. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to film. Probably tell you I'm starting a job, maybe show you a bit of me doing the job, and then show you what I've done after. But if you look, let's try and show you some of this. The guy who had this before me has put under seal paint on everything, so that could make things a little bit more interesting. I'm changing the shocks as well so they can go. Yeah, this could be a bit messier than it needs to be. I'm going to try and save the brake lines because I don't really want to fork out for more, but if something breaks then I'll just replace them all. There's a bit of presence of oil around the right hand side rear brake, but the left looked good when I took that apart. Yeah, and I'm probably going to end up replacing the gearbox mounts as well. And this is all just so I can replace the shims in there. What a pain in the arse, but it is what it is. We'll see where we get to. Wish me luck. I already knackered a fuse with that on, but it is icers in here. The 14mm to get this off. We do both sides. Okay. I wonder if that bush is probably supposed to be snug around that, ain't it? Okay. Moving, switch to ratchet. Switching to front deflector shields. So I'm having to use the light on my phone camera because all three of my workshop lamps have failed me. Okay. That's off both sides. That's good. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Quick look at this while we're here. Yeah. See how much of the all been undercoat painted. Give that a quick brush off. A clean up. Are you asleep or dead? Asleep. Get out. Goodbye, spider. You don't live here no more. Don't even know if that was alive. I got to tackle this beast too. Oh, onward. Just quickly show you my setup for this. I've got this big piece of bar. Simple, bolt that through into there, and then 36mm on there with a breaker bar, a little bit of torque, lifty, turny, job's a good one. Give this a I know the handbrake isn't on. Oops. I know the brake isn't on. So I'd like burn oil back here. Off you come. Come on, baby. What the frick? What the blazes? Well, it took a little doing, but she's off. Just pop the handbrake cable off there. Gonna knock out, just gonna dismantle the whole rear brake here as well while I'm at it. twist. There you go. Okay. That should make life a little easier getting all this off. Get the handbrake out of there. So handbrake's out. That was a little bit of a fight with the bolt on the end of that. Now I'm going to put some lube on these, get these loosened up, and the shock mounts top and bottom because the shock's coming out, and then I will free this side up, and then we'll go and free the other side up. I also need to get up there and do the clutch cable just there. Put a set of more grips on the back of that puppy, and we'll have that sorted as well. I'll do that in a sec. Oh, that's here. It's actually not that bad. The other side's more oily than this, and that side looks okay. I'll give it a quick brush off. Bit of penetration spray. Important that one, isn't it? Get that in there. Give that a good circling. And we'll see how we get on with that in a bit. Time for a brew. Okay, back. Fresh cup of coffee. Hat on to keep my hair out of my face. This hat I don't mind getting slightly oily, whatever. It's just that one I don't really want to get dirty. Alright, so what I'm going to do next, spin you around, get this front plate off. Now, I can't get that out, so I'm going to have to do that while it's off the car, and I'm going to have to separate the brake lines. Got a drip tray underneath now as well for whatever oil comes out of the tube, and any oil that might, or any brake fluid that might come out of there if I end up taking the brake line off, which I think I probably will. Just to make my life a little bit easier, because I need to attack this beast here. Shouldn't have done that, should I? This beast here. You fucking idiot. Right, let's get on with it. It's the other handbrake bit there. That bit of a... Oops. Every fucking time. Can I see what I'm looking at there? There's the other handbrake screw there. Give us a quick D-guns round. I'll get the socket to sit on there. Get it off without A, knocking the camera over, wait, and B, rounding this sucker off. That feels so like it's rounded off there. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Have a closer look. Huh. That is not pretty. I've come to the conclusion that being as that's rounded off, I even tried hammering a 12mm socket on it to get that handbrake part, the handbrake one there. You can't see because it's so dark. Anyway, the handbrake bolt, the back side of it's nadgered. So, lacking any other tools really. I'll have a quick go with the mole grips, but probably going to end up, there's enough slack on the handbrake that I can just take the whole system off, just hang it on the handbrake cable. But it just means I've got to take a bit more of the brake lines off than I was going to. That's what I'm going to do, and then I'll get the other bolts and the suspension and that took off, and we'll get this beast out of here. You know, when I started this, I wasn't planning on showing everything I was doing. I was just going to go do the magic finger kiss and go, oh, that was done. You know? But again, ended up not doing that, so we're doing it this way around instead. Come on, out you come. I might end up just taking the brake lines apart here, you know. Make life a bit easier, innit? Come on. Give me a bit of flipping movement, please. Whee, camera. What you doing, camera? Okay, we're going to have to take the brake lines apart. Didn't want to have to do that. Did not want to have to do that. Bollocks. My heart sinks as once more the car shits in my general direction. The oxidisation on the old thread here, making this a bit tougher than it needs to be. There we go. Winning. Okay, starter disconnected. Okay, these ones coming off now. These are 14s. Loosen these puppies off. Hello, don't round off, motherfucker. There we go. This all got to come apart anyway, so. We're going to get a bit of oil out of that, aren't we? Need div. Smells burnt as well, that oil. Oh, some good mineral oil there, like. That smells like the armoured vehicles I used to work on. Take this puppy out here. I'm going to crack this brake line off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out of there. No, because I've got to take it all apart. Fuck. I've got to take it all apart. Oh, I don't want to have to do that. Alright. Just going to take this off and the brake line off the back of that, then I'll take the last two bits out and take this whole thing out as a one-er. Lose any bits. Should be able to get my brake line spur on there. Just notice this piston is leaking brake fluid, so you're going to have to replace that piston as well. Not ideal, but it means I get to take all of this apart, so that's all coming out in a one-er anyway. So that's the brake line clamped and disconnected. I'll get this front end off. Every time I've ever worked on, easy Tiger, a car, even with the right tools, they always fucking fight me. And this one has fought me a lot. There we go. Whee! Exactly what I was expecting. Seals came with that, and look how knackered these seals are as well. Okay, put that all in there. Get this puppy off of here. Come on, back up. I'll have a bit more under that cable. Hang on. Hold up, I've got one here. No, that's not going to stretch, is it? Yeah, it is. There you come. I knew that'd work. Okay. That can sit there out of the way. We'll replace this puppy that's knackered. Add that to the old shopping list. Let that sit and drip for a bit. Next up, these bolts. I'll get this side loosened off, and then I've still got to take the top off the shock. Still going to take the shocks off as well because I've got new shocks to replace those with. But yeah, so we're going to get all this bit off for now. Won't that be fun? They're all painted over. Wish me luck. Wow. No, you don't. Okay then. Tell you what, let's use that brake bar as a thing. That's looking in the right place. That's a start. Just want to loosen these fuckers off a little bit. Before I go any further. You can get on there. Are you gonna get on there? Crack these puppies and get a bit further. Yes, pa. Cracked. Okay, let's start. So back round this side now, it's had time for a bit of a soak and think about what it's doing with its life. And we'll try and get these puppies to come off, or at least loosen. They didn't want to play a minute ago. Oh wow. Alright, that's a totally different size from the one around the other side. The one around the other, this one is 17 and 19, and the one around the other side is 19 and 19. No, 19. Oh shit, the bed, son, I don't want to go nowhere. Woo! Wait. If I can't break a knuckle doing this one. I think that's moved somewhat. You knew that was going to happen, eh? Yeah, you did. I think I might name this series The World's Worst Mechanic, or The World's Unluckiest Mechanic. The World's Unluckiest Amateur Mechanic. Well, that's what I think. Anyway. It's not exactly the right tool for the job, but it's what I got, kids. what I got. No, you don't. Let's try that again. More up. There we go. Seems to be doing a thing now. Yeah, better, isn't it? Do the clutch cable disconnection there, and I've just noticed that that is a secondary fuel pipe that's been run underneath the car, because that's the original fuel pipe that comes through the body there. So this is a hard line that he's run, and I'm guessing goes underneath the car. Does it go underneath the length of the body? Yeah, it does. Okay. Well, that's the thing, and it's another option for the other Beetle that's outside. I have the wherewithal to do that, because I believe there's a fuel starve problem. I know I had a hole in the other fuel tank which I've welded up and fixed, but okay, we'll test that, and we might need to rerun another pipe when we put all this back together to redo that. Okay, onward, and I'll come back when I've done the clutch piece there. That's that's Mulgret clamped off there, so that shouldn't disappear off, and I won't have to do the whole pedal box malarkey. I know exactly how that is because I've done it on the other car, and that is a pain in the butt. Is that gonna... Oh, no way. Is that a sheath on there? Or is that actually part of the thing? Let's hope that's part of the thing. No, that just really needs a clean before I should be trying to take this thread thing off, wing that off the top. God, Struth, it's a pain in the arse. This car's going to fight me on every single nut and bolt, ain't it? It has so far. Right, come back when I've done this.